I know your secret. The secret thoughts you have when you're in meetings with your boss. You assess your boss's credentials, capabilities, and overall performance. You compare them to your credentials, your capabilities, your performance, and what you would do if only you had the chance. It's clear to you that you're smarter than your boss. This thought is actually common for a lot of legal professionals. The interesting thing about the thought is that it says more about you than it says about your boss. At the core, it calls attention to the fact that there is a real possibility that you are in a position for which you are overqualified. The position that you hold could potentially be void of opportunities for you to maximize your potential. The recognition that you yourself are a much more valuable resource than the manager that leads you should really be the beginning of a personal exploration for you maximizing your career potential. The good news is you don't have to wonder about whether or not it's time for you to make a career shift. There are specific signs that you need to examine to determine whether or not the time is right for you to make a career shift. There are 4 signs. The first sign is that the current position that you hold doesn't maximize your best skills and abilities. There comes a time in your professional life when you have to take ownership of what you're capable of doing. More specifically, you need to take inventory of your specific skills. It's as simple as going through your professional experiences and making a list of what you're capable of. You may conclude that you're a very good writer. You may conclude that you are good at managing processes or that analytical thinking comes easy for you. As a professional, take ownership of what you're capable of doing and keep an exhaustive list of your skills and capabilities. Before you can correctly assess whether or not you're in the best career opportunity, you have to take a look at those skills and abilities. Then take time to reflect on the specific scenarios in which you are best at maximizing those abilities. And finally, be honest about the career that you have. Does the current job that you sit in give you significant opportunities to express your best skills and abilities? If not, it may be time for a career shift. You shouldn't spend an exorbitant amount of your career in an employment opportunity that ignores the best of what you have to offer. But what makes perfect sense is that you maximize your life by giving yourself ample opportunity, not only to maintain your best skills and abilities in the marketplace, but to improve them and to build upon them. If your current job doesn't allow you to do that, it may be time for a career move. The second sign is that you may not be experiencing sufficient engagement in your employment opportunity. One day I remember going into a corporate building in the public bathroom. As I walked to the stall, I noticed that there was a cleaning lady cleaning the sinks. She was cleaning the sinks with one hand and she had a cell phone in the other hand. She was deeply engaged in the conversation with the person on the other line, but not so engaged that she couldn't acknowledge my presence. When I came out of the stall, what I realized is that she was in the same place, scrubbing the same spot, without making much progress. She now was no longer conscious of my presence, but deeply engulfed in the conversation she was having with the person on the other line. You see, that moment brought me to a new revelation. I didn't think of her as someone who was ignoring her job responsibilities, but I had a great deal of compassion. Maybe she searched for social engagement from the person on the other end of the phone because she hadn't yet found a professional opportunity that engaged her interests. You as a professional should have an employment opportunity that piques your interest or offers you some level of meaningful engagement or offers you some challenge. It's only when you have an employment opportunity that doesn't satisfy at least one of those areas that we begin to look for social activity to capture our attention while we're at work. If you feel like you're suffering from an insufficient level of engagement, you've got to take on the challenge to step out and explore opportunities that will encourage you to remain there for an extended period of time. Otherwise, that in and of itself may be an indication that it's time for a career move. The third sign that it may be time for you to shift is that you work in an environment where management is ineffective. Management can make or break anyone's employment experience. Management is responsible for providing a clear vision of where the department is going or where the organization is going. And they're responsible for executing that vision in such a way that others want to be a part of the vision. Good managers who are effective, usually have strong leadership abilities. They communicate well. They make good decisions, and when challenges arise, they're not afraid to rise to the occasion. If you are working in a place where you are managed effectively, you should feel comfortable that you're able to execute your specific job responsibilities without having to worry about the high-level processes that are the true responsibility of management. If you find yourself having to take time away from executing your duties in order to look after managerial issues, it may be a sign that you're in a place of having ineffective management. More importantly, it may be a sign that you are capable of giving much more in the professional setting than you have the opportunity to give. Be honest about the individual who leads you. Be honest about how their performance affects how you feel about your ability to perform. That, again, may be a sign that it's time for a career move. The final sign that it may be time to shift is that you have outgrown the position. You see, there's not a lot of analytical thinking that goes into this particular sign. It is an overall feeling of fitting very well within your organization or being a misfit. You feel it in team meetings. You feel it when you walk through the door in the morning, and sometimes you feel it throughout the day. You can feel as if you have more to offer, but not a sufficient outlet in which to offer it. Sometimes you can feel like your potential is being suffocated or that your potential is being held hostage. If that is you, I challenge you to rise to the occasion and search for opportunities that will fit well with your capabilities and allow you to grow. There are times when we have to look for the next step in our career, and we can't be afraid. There's nothing wrong with that. Times change, people change, and it's just a part of life. To protect your own well-being and your skills and abilities in the marketplace, you have to be conscious of the factors that tell us when it's time to make a career change. So I challenge you to be true to yourself. Are you in a place where you are being sufficiently challenged? Are you in a place where you're encouraged to grow and do your best? If not, it may be time for you to make a career move. Rise to the occasion. If you're smarter than your boss, maybe it's time for you to become the boss.